then you can say, dear white women, I'm going to turn it around a little bit.
What a horrible intro that was. Before I let this video play out, I want you to keep in mind, you never hear white people do this to our own community. You never hear white people check our own statistics. You never hear white people check our own actions. You never even hear white people check our own words. Where is this energy for our own community?
Maybe we should stop focusing on the white women and start focusing on ourselves.
The irony of opening this up and then telling another group to focus on themselves, while you proceed to attack that group.
The biggest comment that I get majority of the time is that us white people need to stay out of black people's business.
You could have just left it there and learned a lesson, but now here we are. You also went on to try and teach a lesson and tell people that
voting is not a color business. It does not depend upon the color of your skin. That is something for everyone. Here's some statistics about business that you probably want to pay attention to. Did you know that black women, only 28% of you are married, compared to 58% of white women?
Then weaponize the statistic by telling this black woman to read a relationship book.
I told the lady, that called the men this, to get a relationship book.
White people, can we please stop suggesting black people read certain shit? You then went on to tell them this.
You are not a queen.
You then told them to lower their expectations, and that's when marriage will come back to the black community. My favorite part was you went to say that black women are most likely to be assaulted. Ironically, if you pull up those numbers, the number one offender of black women's assaults are, that's right, it's white men. And you had the audacity to say that it's because they don't have respect for men. That's why women get hit.
It's probably because you don't have respect for men.
I just want clarity on that. That's why women get hit, because they don't respect men. Not because the men don't have any self-control. That is the what was she wearing of assault. By the way, there's a portion of this where you go on to tell people that they should just stop expecting things from men and that it takes a partnership. You're unemployed and living off of his veterans benefits. I watched your other videos.
Can't really lose your job as a stay-at-home mom.
What is your contribution? Are we supposed to call you by his rank? You also went on to cover incarceration rates and explain that African-American children's fathers were likely to be in jail and that we need the dads in the home, which I feel like no one disagrees with the fact that we need fathers in the home, but unless you understand why and how these men end up in higher incarceration rates than Caucasian males, Hispanic males, any other group, specifically marginalized groups, but that's a whole other conversation, for you to put the blame on these groups is wildly insane, while actively benefiting from the system that puts them there on a daily basis.
Stop focusing on us.
Lastly, since you like statistics, I use this website to look up the crimes that white people lead. This is our top 10. When you're done taking a break from taking a break, you can worry about the community, right? Because that's kind of your deal. Isn't this what you said?
Let's look at actual issues. Start focusing on those.